Hey, what's up everybody? This is Alex with GuitarForce.com. Today we're going to take a look at the rhythm part of Purple Rain by Prince. May he rest in peace. The rest of this lesson, which is going to include the solo section, is going to be available for purchase at GuitarForce.com. And I'm also going to post the backing track to this song, to this lesson, so you can jam to it totally free. So if you're interested, go ahead and check it out. This song is in standard tuning, so no need to change anything. For my sound, I was using again the VST plugin Guitar Rig, and I'm going to show you the picture of the preset that I was using for this lesson. While you are checking out the picture, I'm going to play you my low E string for your tuning reference, so you can tune up and play along with this lesson. Alright guys, so without further ado, let's take a listen to the intro part, then we'll come back, close up and start the lesson. Let's check it out. Alright, so for this song we're going to be using only 4 chords throughout the entire song. Now the sections like intro, the verse and chorus are going to differ slightly in structure, but we're still going to be using the same chords throughout the entire song. So first of all I'm going to explain the chords, and then we're going to take a look at section by section. So we start off with the B flat suspended 4th chord, although we're going to be playing slightly different voicing here. So it looks like this, and we're not playing the root note. We go with the first inversion, kind of first inversion, because we're using the D string open, which is the 3rd in the bass. Okay, so we have the D string open, then the G string on the 3rd fret, and then the rest, the first 2 strings are going to be fretted on the 1st fret. So we have this. Now, saying that, you can still use, and I think it sounds better sometimes throughout the song later on, to use this voicing of the chord like a sort of standard with the root note in the bass. It sounds more fuller, you know. So you can still use this chord throughout the throughout the song. Of course, in the intro you want to play as close to the original as possible, so you would play this inversion of the chord. Okay, so this is the first chord. Then we go for the second chord, which is G minor 7 suspended 4. Looks like this. So what we do, we simply shift this finger, the 3rd finger, down to the bass note on the 3rd fret of the low E. The A string is silent. Then we have the D string open, and just basically the rest of the notes are just like in the B flat suspended 2 chords. So we have only adding the bass note. And of course you want to bring your pinky here instead of the 3rd finger here. So we have this. So this is the second chord. Then we go for the F chord, which is the 3rd chord. And it's a straight major chord bar, although there are 2 guitars that are playing during the song, so the second guitar is actually playing a slight variation here, adding the 9th. So it's kind of awkward to grip like that. You need to stretch a lot. So you can use like a power chord here, and then add the 5th fret of the D string, the added 9th. And it is used during the intro. And then for the 4th chord, for the final chord, we have this, which is E flat add 9. So we are barring with the 1st finger all 5 strings here at the 6th fret, and then we have this weird again, a voicing. It's not weird, but it's a little bit awkward to fret it like that. So we have 8 on the D, 10th on the G string, the added 9th here, and 8th frets of on the B string, and on the first string we have the 6th. Now again, I'm going to show you a couple of variations how you can play this chord if it's too awkward for you to fret it like that. So the first variation is just to play straight, kind of suspended 2 chord, which looks like this. Alright, so basically you're barring all across the 5 strings and then adding these 2 right here. And you get this voicing, which is very close to the added 9th. Okay. Now I've seen another variation some people play it, looks like this. So same root note, the E flat on the 6th fret here on the A string, then we have the 3rd, which is on the 5th fret on the D string. G string is open, so we're kind of doubling up this note, and then on the 6th fret we got the 1st and 2nd string. So a few variations here how you can play this. Of course, ideally you would want to use this voicing, the add 9 chord. Alright, so these are the chords that we're going to be using throughout the entire song. Now let's break it down section by section, and the intro part goes like this, the first chord. So here what we do, we strike the chord, hit it once, and then we're going to be kind of breaking it up and starting with the high E string, then going for the G string. But if you get the B string here as well, you know, it's just fine. So we have high E, G with the B, high E again, G with the B, and then we have going here from the 3rd fret to the 2nd, like that. Okay, so one more time. Then we go for the G minor chord, and we again going to be breaking it up, so we play the bass note here, and then we go, so far we got this. So we're going to be breaking up, like I said, the chord, playing the bass note here first, then we go for the G string, picking the B string, back to G string, so we have G, B, G, and then high E. And again, if you ring out the strings, it's totally fine. Then we have, so as we stand on the chord, on the G chord here, picking the G string again, high E, G, and then we have transition going to the F chord. So we have open low E string, excuse me, open low E string going to the F chord, so 1st fret here. So we go to the F chord, the power chord, and then adding the 9th here. So after we play several times the chord with the added 9th, we have a little kind of rest, letting the notes ring out, and then we have, so it's just picking the chord 2 times and then playing the dead strings. Okay, like that. And then we go for the last chord, and we're going to break it up again into bass note and the rest of the chord. So it goes like this rhythmically. So picking the bass note 2 times, first one is on the on beat, and then the second is on off beat, and then picking the rest of the chord. And then as you hit the chord, let it ring out, and then we pick again this bass note, which is going to be on the off beat, 16th note off beat, and then we pick the D string on the on beat, so we have so picking, kind of arpeggiating the A string, then the D string, and then the rest of the chord again. Okay? So one more time, the whole intro part slowly goes like this. So this was the intro part. Now we go to the verses, and the structure in the verses goes like this. We're going to be playing each chord for one bar, so we have 4 beats for each chord. And again, like I said, you can use this voicing of the first chord, or sometimes during the song you can go for the kind of standard suspended 2, like this. You know, you can hear that it sounds fuller. Anyway, so you have two choices here. So we play the first chord for 1 bar, so 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go for the next chord, the G minor, and during the song, during the verses, it's mostly just hitting the chord once and letting ring out the notes. So we go for the G minor chord, again, playing it for 1 whole bar, 4 beats. Then we go for the F, 1 bar, 4 beats, and you can add 9th here from time to time as well. Then 4th chord, the E flat, add 9, again for the whole bar, so 4 beats. Then we go back to the beginning of the section again. So we play the B flat, go into G minor. Now the second time when we get to F chord, we're going to be staying on it for 1.5 bars, so altogether 6 beats. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then we have a little stop. So on the 3rd beat of the bar, or you can count it as a 4/4 bar, the whole one, and then 2/4 bar. So we have 2 beats, and then we have a stop, just hitting the kind of B flat power chord, okay, and that's basically the verse. After that we have a little break and we go for the chorus. Now the chorus starts off with the E flat add 9 chord, and we're going to be staying on this chord for 2 bars, so 8 beats altogether. And then we go back to the first chord for 1 bar, G minor for 1 bar. Now when we get to F chord right here, during the chorus, we're going to be staying on it for 3.5 bars, okay? So 3 by 4, it's 12 plus 2, 14 beats altogether. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and again we have the stop here. So basically that's the whole structure for all these parts. Okay, so another section that we have, which is during the solo, it's basically we're playing the intro part, so all of the chords are going to be played for 1 bar each. So the B flat for 4 beats, 1 bar, the G minor, 7 suspended 4th for 1 bar, F for 1 bar, and then we have the E flat at 9 for 1 bar. And we play, so this is, let's say this was 1 cycle, so we play 4 of these cycles during the solo, okay? I presume that you're going to be playing the solo, so anyway, you know, if you need to know how the rhythm guitar is going on during the solo, here it is, just 4 cycles of these 4 chords. And then after the solo, we continue playing in the same style. So, you know, the B flat, the G minor, the F. Now when we get to the E flat chord, it has a little melody which goes. So this is the bass note. Now because this all happens during the E flat chord, what you can do is you can play it like this. So as you can see, you can fret these three strings, which is another variation for the another form for the E flat chord, right? So it looks like this. And what you do is you simply you know, fret these two strings with these two fingers and then move the bass note around with the other fingers. So we have. And then we get back to the beginning of the cycle. And we play these four times. Okay, and then in the end we stay on this chord, the E flat. You can add a little tremolo here. Then we have so a little kind of transition, which is there is a stop, and then we have, so you can play it on the D string first fret to the open, little rest, and then we go back home to the you know, the B flat chord suspended too. So altogether would be. And that's basically the rhythm part for the guitar. Alright guys, so that was it for this part. If you'd like to continue with the solo section, go ahead and check out the store section of GuitarForce.com. If you like this lesson, please hit the thumbs up button. Also, comment, share, subscribe if you're new to my channel. Don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar lessons. In the meantime, I'll see you again. Take it easy, and as always, let the force be with you.